Glasgow, the city we have to thank for introducing us to the talents of Paolo Nutini.
Woke up cold one Tuesday. I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick.
Amy MacDonald, Fatherson,
I need some perspective. It's like I'm losing all.
Biffy Clyro. Looking at the success of these acts, it may seem simple to make it big as a Scottish band. But is this really the case? How difficult is it to find fame in Glasgow? And what about the bigger picture of success in the UK? To answer these questions, this documentary will follow two Glasgow-based bands on their quests to fame through their minor gigs and the opportunities awaiting them.
We're from Kilmarnock, and we started about a year ago, but this month really. Yeah. And we started as just myself and Dave, the good days.
And we decided maybe 3 or 4 shows later that we wanted to expand the band to increase the sound.
My name's Richie Muirhead and I run the Scottish Alternative Music Awards. Today's a big day, it's the 5th birthday of the awards, which is mad to think about. Tonight we've got performances from the La Fontaines, Model Aeroplanes, Bare Arms, Brown Bear and the Bandits, and a few surprises.
We've been a band for nearly 3 years now.
We've been together as a couple for 5. No, I'm joking.
That was news to me. Yeah, we've been a band for nearly 3 years now, and we just kind of joined after college, really.
I remember the night actually. I was walking home and it was quite there was a smur in the air, and you phoned me and said, "Do you want to be in a band?"
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but that sounds good.
No, I remember.
Let's go with that story. I like that as well. Pushing forward with the music video that we did, that song that took us ages to actually get out, and we actually worked with a new engineer, and he brought it to a place which was much greater professional quality. And the video, we paid one of our good friends and a great director, Drew Barnes, to do it for us, and we shot it out with Becky in a day in Arran, and it was
a crazy day.
No, I think in Glasgow there are a lot of opportunities to play in places that aren't just set up for gigs, so they're open as pubs and bands get to play and people listen to you in passing, as opposed to just like in Kilmarnock you feel as if you're rock stars because there's lots of people there to see you, but like, in reality it's easier for folk to walk down the road and see you play, whereas in Glasgow if people are seeing you in passing, surely that's a better way to promote yourself.
We are playing the classic grand, which is
we are doing that, and that is exciting.
Playing at the Classic Grand, which is I think that we kind of
On
scary
the 24th of April.
on as a support act, but I still think it's quite odd to have seen bands like proper bands there and then for us to be there. Cannot wait to be part of that.
yeah.
About kind of emerging artists within Scotland and giving them a platform to move forward in the music scene in Scotland and further afield. In the Glasgow music scene I think it's really strong. It certainly is reflective in a lot of different genres. You've got bands like Twin Atlantic who've come out really strong out of Glasgow, and you've got a really kind of building hip hop scene going on as well for the likes of Gasp, and Loki, and Mog, and Hector Berserk. So there's a little bit for everyone. I think it is difficult for them. I also think it's difficult for almost every band because it's so competitive. However, there are platforms that can help you move forward. So using things like the BBC introducing a player to showcase your music, to then get it played by Hugh Stevens and Ali McRae, that's obviously going to help. To doing things like attending Born to Be Wide, which is a music networking, I hate the word networking, a music seminar, and you can meet a lot of interesting people at these things. And I think from an artist point of view, going to gigs as well, you're also going to meet new bands and fans, and that's a great way to build up kind of relationships with people. But in terms of breaking the UK industry, yeah, it's difficult and it may take a bit of time. But artists like Fatherson, they're starting to do that, and it's nice to see it.
The video has played a part in where we are. I think when you get to a stage where you're releasing videos that look and sound more professional than just an unsigned band, that people start to take a bit more notice. Close to something, it's hard to not get emotionally bogged down in it as well. Where there's a band where there's maybe 4 people and someone says, oh, I can't be bothered doing this anymore, that's fine, because sometimes in cases they can kind of find someone else to step in, and there's still 3 people who still really want to be doing it. If, for example, one of us decided that it was, I didn't want to do it anymore, that's it, like, at the end of the day. But we're best friends, so at the end of the day that helps.
I think at one point I was in the verge, because
I remember that.
Nothing was happening, and Blair said, I think you'll regret it, and I just said, yeah, I probably will.
As I say, we've all had our highs and lows with it, and it's frustrating when you feel you don't get the recognition you want, but we've, retrospectively looking back at it, we've had a lot of small successes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, we've applied for a lot of the unsigned festival stuff, which is again a great opportunity if any of them come through. We're working on an EP to follow the single, and we're working with the engineer Rob, who's one half of Meadora. He's amazing. And once we get all that done, I think that's just kind of moving on and trying to continue to play the bigger, small shows in Glasgow and kind of build a following.
Get t-shirts made and tour, and other than that, I would see those as 2 pretty big achievements for a year. An EP, t-shirts and a tour.
We've got a lot of kind of history, from Glasgow. Loads of big bands, like you mentioned your Biffy Clyro, so I think this can only continue. I don't see it fading away. And to kind of back that up, I think there's reasons that the BBC Radio 1 Big Weekend, the Commonwealth Games, the MTV EMAs and the Sama's 5th birthday are all taking place in Glasgow. I think that says a lot about this city, so I think this is going to be a huge year.
As with any major city, the competition in the Glasgow music scene is huge. However, everyone seems to agree that Glasgow is a key player in the UK music industry and even worldwide. So whatever your dream is, keep writing songs, playing gigs, and most importantly, keep enjoying what you do.